The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
3-0 our score as we ready for the dynamic kickoff. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is brought in at the 21.
will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Stafford now to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Play action. Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, call it to 26.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
74 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down at Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Short throw, it's Higbee. And still fighting. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. from the gun. It's a run for Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and... Goal right at about the 6-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He may go.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Stafford here. It's caught here by Adams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Stafford. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds, down inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, it's gone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into. Points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead. And, boy, it paid off.
We're down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
They run it again with Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Stafford on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
there he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout. Before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Goff. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Goff looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Goff going to shift him around.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got... And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue on that last drive.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
235 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Goff on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. On second down, here's Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down to about the 33-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2nd down and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.